Did you sleep well, possum? Should I say to you? Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh, sleepy. Right, today I'm going to be filming a what I eat in a day video. So I mentioned this before that I've basically been eating differently. I've been eating a bit differently because I've been following a plan from a coach to try and get my health and fitness back on track. So I mentioned that in my protein haul last week, and yeah, been doing it for just over 2 weeks now, and sort of like more of my stride with it now. So yeah, I thought I would just share with you guys what I kind of eat in a day, and hopefully we'll give a little bit of like inspiration food wise, maybe, probably not, but I thought I would just let you guys, yeah, bit of insight. So couple of things. I am tracking my calories and macros. So basically, have I even brought my phone down? No, it's over there. So I use an app called MyFitnessPal. Some of you guys may have heard this and it'll be really boring, but for those of you who don't know what it is, I'll just explain. So MyFitnessPal is an app where you can scan like the barcodes of food and stuff. You can put in exactly what you were eating, and what it does is it pulls in the information of how many calories, how many grams of carbs, protein, fats, as well as some other stuff. And yeah, every day I follow a set kind of amount of calories and a set macro split. So macros are your like fats, proteins and carbs. So I follow a set split every day, and at the moment I have the only differentiation I have is on different days. So on, oh my god, you could tell I've just woken up. So today is a training day, so I'm going to be working out later, so I will be eating more. But then on Wednesdays and Sundays, those are my rest days, so I eat a little bit less on my rest days. Yeah, but the time now is 7:41. We are so out of whack with our routine at the moment. Normally, before like lockdown and stuff, we'd get up at like 6:30, crack on, work out, things like that. Steve's still like fast asleep, so we normally have a coffee in the morning. I've just let Rocky out. I'm gonna give Rocky some breakfast and gonna make some coffees for us and kind of wake myself up a little bit before we crack on with the day. Right, does my makeup on my nose look weird?
No.
Oh, anyway, right, so breakfast time. Steve's just finished his breakfast, so he's out of my way. And I'm gonna do some eggs. I think this is a controversial thing. Do you keep your eggs in the cupboard or the fridge? We keep ours in the fridge, but I know a lot of people don't. So let's just get that out of the way first. So when I'm going to boil my eggs, so what I do is, because they've been in the fridge, I'm going to boil the kettle, but if you boil the kettle and pour the water on the eggs, they crack. So what I do is I just put them in some kind of warm tap water while the kettle boils to bring them up to room temperature a little bit more, and then I pour on the boiling water, and then I cook them for 6 minutes to have really runny yolks. So I'm gonna have 2 eggs. I've got a bit of smoked salmon, and don't know if I want toast or a bagel thin, because the bagel thins are sat right in front of me. I might have a bagel thin. These are really good. So these are Orbitons seeded protein bagels, and like I've said to you guys before, I'm tracking my macros. So one of these is 160 calories, 23.5 grams of carbs, which is like obviously low compared to a normal bagel, and then the protein is 8.5 in a bagel, so I might have one of those. No, I've changed my mind again. I'm having some of this. So this is the Tesco Finest. You picked this up, didn't you, Steve? God, you fancy. Sunflower and pumpkin farmhouse bread. It's really, really good. But this is like little changes that we're trying to make because Steve's tracking his macros as well right now, aren't you? So because you do eat meat, you eat a lot less meat than you used to. Right, my battery just died. So what I was saying is, I've said this so many times before, but we don't eat a lot of meat, but I eat like fish and stuff. But I have said I'm not vegetarian. I wouldn't tell people I'm vegetarian or pescatarian or whatever. Like, I did have chicken the other day because I was really craving a Nando's. But we couldn't get Nando's, so we cooked chicken. It wasn't really worth it. Like, it wasn't a Nando's, was it? No. But anyway, so I can't remember the point I was trying to make now. I don't really eat meat.
You were saying about us both tracking macros and making smarter choices, and you finding it difficult because you can't eat meat.
Guy, yes. So this is what I was saying. You started eating meat a little bit again, nowhere near as much as what you used to. But like, I'm not gonna lie, I've thought about eating more just to like kind of help me out, but I just don't know if I really want to, do you know what I mean? Anyway, so smart choices. We always go for like a seeded kind of bread because you get a lot more kind of like protein in it and also a lot more kind of fiber and all of that jazz. So that's why we tend to go for these kind of like seeded things, and also because we just quite like that kind of vibe anyway.
I like seeded stuff, that bread is really nice.
Yeah, anyway, so I'm going to cook my eggs up now, boil them for 6 minutes, and then serve this bad boy up. Okay, so breakfast is all served. I need to do like the test now. Come on. We overcooked them a little bit. I normally go for like really runny yolks, but I didn't take them off the heat quick enough. But that looks pretty good. And then I also have this, which is Trader Joe's Everything But the Bagel seasoning, which is incredible. I had it when I was in America and I stocked up on loads. But all sorts going wrong today. My memory card was just full. Right, so I just put on a little bit of this bagel seasoning because it's got like, what is it? Sesame seeds, a bit of salt, garlic, onion, black sesame seeds, poppy seeds. So just gives it a little bit more flavour. Look at that. Instagram worthy. So I'm gonna eat this now, let it kind of digest for about an hour before I work out. I like working out in the morning to get it over and done with, but I need to like sort my routine out and get it done earlier because it's like 9 o'clock now and it's kind of ruining my work day a little bit. But overall, as a breakfast, high in protein, you've got like healthy fats in there, and you've obviously got carbs as well, which should fuel me for my workout. So I try and get everything like quite balanced. So I got really, really distracted with work, and it's now 11:30. Still not worked out. So I'm gonna make a drink. So I always have the Woman's Best BCAA. There's lots of benefits to having BCAA. I'm not gonna kind of go through them because I'm not a fitness professional, but go check them out. I normally have the Woman's Best, I think it's called like iced peach tea BCAA, and I absolutely love it. Last time I did an order, I branched out, got something different, and I didn't like it as much. So I got the Amino and Energy in Concord Grape. It's just not really, it's not really my vibe. So I literally just mix it up in a shaker, and because it's really hot today, I'm using water. This is just like tap water, but the bottle's from IKEA. 2 of these, it has a guide on the side that says if you want to use it as like pre-workout, or you can use it like before, after, or like during your workout. You can just do 1 scoop. I always just go the full shebang. I do 2, put that in there. So I'm gonna have a little bit of this now and then sip on it throughout my workout as well. But also water wise, this is one thing I always struggle with, but I always have, this is actually like a coffee cup, but this is like just over 700 milliliters. I try to drink about 3 liters a day. I really struggle. So I think it's easier if you, my neighbors are like shouting. Okay, so these are about just over 700 mil. So I try to drink 4 to 5. I never really drink 5, but I try. So obviously loads of benefits again of being hydrated, really good for your body. So that's one thing I've always struggled with. So I'm making far more of an effort to make sure that I actually drink enough. But having a bottle like this and carrying it around is always the best way to kind of keep track and make sure you are getting in enough water. So I've only had 1 so far, so I'm kind of failing today, but I will have more with like lunch and stuff. But yeah, legs today. So I'm gonna go work out in my gym garage. Yeah, and I'll check back in with you guys afterwards. I think I'll probably have a snack after and then do like a bit more work and stuff. So see you in a bit. Okay, we are done. Oh, I haven't stopped this. Okay, so it took way longer than I thought it would. Partly because, firstly, difficult working out when there's a dog around, purely because he comes in for like cuddles and I can't resist. So he'll come in every like 10 minutes just to see how I'm getting on, and it's really distracting. And I also had to take a phone call halfway through. So it's now, oh my God, it's now 10 to 1. I was gonna have a snack, but now I'm thinking about just having lunch. Right, so my lunch, okay. Normally I kind of try and plan to have breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack, because I like to spread it out. That's just how I like to do it. Obviously everyone's different, but I find that I quite often forget to have my morning snack, so I end up having like a bigger snack in the afternoon, which I'm not mad about. So that's what's happened today, is what it is. I'm gonna just skip straight to lunch and let me show what I'm having. Okay, so I picked up these from Aldi. So these are their, I think they're like their own brand, plant menu, no beef burgers. So each of these has 19 grams of protein, which isn't too bad for like a veggie substitute. So I'm gonna have one of these, and I'm gonna have it in one of these bagels that I showed you guys earlier. So I'm gonna have that with like a bit of salad. I'm probably gonna put on this, which I showed you guys the other day from my protein. It's like a sugar-free barbecue sauce. And then I'm also gonna have some of these bad boys. So these are from Aldi again. These are pea snacks, sour cream and chive, and they're baked, good source of protein, gluten-free, if you like sort of having like crisps. So I'm basically having burger and crisps, but making kind of little adjustments to get the best out of it, if that makes sense. It's all about making like small changes, and that's one thing about the plan that I'm doing. I eat chocolate if I want to. I can have stuff. Like the other day we had a date night and we had pizzas. So I kind of, on days like that when I know I want to have a big meal or like have a treat or something like that, I'll put it in first and I'll work around it. As long as you're within your calories, you're hitting your macros, it's fine. So it's very flexible and it's all about, there's like no bad food and stuff like that, which is totally for me, because I think that you should just, you know, enjoy life, enjoy food, but at the same time be able to hit certain fitness goals and stuff like that. So that's one reason I'm doing it this way. Although having said that, I do completely understand this isn't for everyone. So there's certain things like you have to weigh out all your food. It takes planning, it does take commitment, you have to like log everything. And I definitely think if you have a history of like eating disorders or anything like that, it could potentially become very addictive and then obviously have negative side effects. So definitely not for everyone, but I just wanted to share what I'm doing and what I'm enjoying. So yeah, and also while we're on the subject, I have been asked before certain things like how many calories do I eat, how much protein do I eat, how much do I weigh, what are my body measurements. I actually get those kind of questions quite a lot. And without being rude, I'm just going to say it now, I don't really want to share it because firstly, the plan that I'm on, I've paid someone to write that plan for me. That is bespoke to me, so it's not going to work for everyone. And also it would be really shitty of me to go and share her hard work and not, you know, I'm not going to share the stuff that she sent me, obviously, because she's worked hard, that's her living. It would be really, really wrong for me to do that. So that's why I'm not going to share any of that. And then also, like, when it comes to my measurements and how much I weigh and stuff, it's not that I'm embarrassed and I don't really want to share it, but I just think it's hard to kind of say it. I just don't think we should be comparing each other, comparing ourselves against other people. So it's not that I don't want to share it because I'm embarrassed or I think it's too personal, because it's not that at all. But I just think that we shouldn't be comparing ourselves against each other. So I don't see it being beneficial, me sharing with you guys what my measurements are. At the end of like this plan I'm on, I'm more than happy to kind of give more insight into, you know, how much I've lost and things like that, and certain changes I've seen, just as a way of kind of reporting back. But I just don't want to put stuff out there and then you guys feel like you need to compare stuff to what I'm doing, because just everyone's different. That's what I'm trying to say. Everyone's different. Do your own thing, do what works for you. You know, what works for me isn't necessarily going to work for you. So I feel like it's so difficult to explain it, but that's what I'm trying to kind of say. So obviously I want to share what I'm doing, give a bit of insight and kind of share what's working for me, but it doesn't necessarily transfer like for like, you know. And some of you guys, I'm 5'7", some of you guys may be 5 foot. You're not going to be on the same plan as me. It's just not going to work that way. You know, and there's so many different other factors like your lifestyle, your age, your height, your weight, just everything. And the likeliness of you having exactly the same height, weight, measurements, lifestyle, everything as me is just really, really slim. So yeah, I am more than happy to keep you guys up to date with how I'm getting on, share results as and when I'm seeing them. But so far, I don't know if I said how far I'm in, 2.5 weeks? No, just over 2 weeks. Yeah. This whole lockdown thing's got my brain in a real mess. So yeah, it's an 8-week program. Maybe at the 4-week mark, I'll share some stuff with you guys. That leads me on to documenting as well, how I've been documenting changes. So each Wednesday I have a check-in with my coach and I take new progress photos, measurements, and I do weigh myself as well. So I don't think you should rely just on the scale, because I think it's bullshit. So definitely for me, I think the best thing is progress photos. It's definitely the best, but also measurements, really helpful as well. But for me, I just think things like the way your clothes fit, stuff like that, is always a good sign. Results I've seen so far, I just feel a lot happier now that I'm in more of a routine with what I'm eating, how I'm working out and stuff. So I'm definitely feeling the benefits that way. Scale wise, not really. I think I lost like half a kilogram, so not much. But like I said, it's just one of those things. I lost like a tiny bit off of my stomach, but I do feel like I've seen small changes in my body. Not so much that I think I've lost loads of weight, but more just is it composition of my body? I don't know. I feel like I'm smoothing out a little bit. Yeah. So I definitely feel better, like mentally. I am seeing really small changes, but that's the thing. Don't expect changes really quickly if you are trying to lose weight and stuff like that. So yeah, what's most important is that you find something that works for you with your lifestyle and that you enjoy it. But anyway, I'm gonna whack the oven on because these need to go into the oven, and whilst the oven's heating up, I'm gonna go and have a shower because I am so hot and sweaty right now. Yeah, I'll come back down and show you guys my lunch. Right, here we are. So this is the burger from Aldi. I think they're really, really good. Steve's a little bit weird about them because when you cut it open, it looks a little bit pink on the inside, like real meat. But I honestly really, really rate them if you are looking for a veggie alternative. So I just got a bit of salad, that's barbecue sauce on top, which looks a bit weird. But anyway, bagel, and then these little pea snaps. Excuse me, Rocky. Right, okay. So I am all showered. I managed to straighten my hair as well while I was waiting for this to cook. Yeah, I've just been living in an actual top knot. So put on some normal clothes. I'm gonna eat this now. And I've got like my laptop. I'm just gonna like eat, do a bit of work, try and get on top of things. Start chugging up my water because I'm definitely not drinking enough yet. Yeah, Steve's actually in the garage at the moment working out because he slept in this morning and he normally works out in the morning. So he's on his lunch break. So he's getting in a quick workout and then we'll sit and spend a little bit of time together in a minute. But yeah, about to eat my lunch. And then I'll check back in with you guys when I'm gonna have one of my million snacks that I'm gonna have later. Steve is here munching away in the background. I had my lunch, but I'm gonna have my post-workout snack that I was gonna have now because I'm still feeling a little bit, I don't feel like that was enough for me to have like after my workout, so I'm gonna have that now. Oh, there's like a really annoying amount in here.
I thought that was gone.
No, it's not good. It's at the front of the fridge, babe. Got mix 2 yogurts now.
Oh dear.
Anyway, so I'm gonna have some yogurt and some berries. So this one we got from Aldi. I think it's in like Tesco as well, right? It's just a bit cheaper in Aldi.
Yeah, it's called the same thing. I don't know if it's the same thing.
Well, it's a skier yogurt. Yeah, I always think just be really careful with yogurts because there's loads of like Greek style yogurts, and if you look at what's in them, not as good. So I'm gonna have this. There won't be enough, so I've also got some of this as well, which is from Tesco, and it's protein fromage frais. I prefer this one. They're much of a muchness, but I think this one's nicer. Which ones do you prefer?
Fromage frais.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I don't really care that much if I'm being completely honest, but so I'm gonna weigh out 150 grams of yogurt. And then I'm gonna add blueberries and strawberries. And I think I might have a little bit of honey as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's Instagram worthy. I mean, it's just yogurt and fruit, so it's a bit boring content, but Instagram worthy. Oh yeah. So it's quite a lot of protein in it. If you go for the right kind of yogurt, then you get your micros in your fruit. It's like a nice little sweet treat post lunch. So yeah, I'm gonna have this now, do a little bit more work, and then more food later. So the time now is 4:45 and I have not had my afternoon snack yet. So I'm gonna make that now, and I'm gonna make a protein vanilla iced latte. So I showed how I made this on my Instagram, but I did like a cinnamon one, but I fancy a vanilla one today. Okay, so I literally just put a teaspoon of instant coffee in here and then put in a tiny bit of boiling water, literally just to kind of dissolve all the coffee granules. Obviously, if you have a coffee machine, you can just do a shot of espresso from that or something like that. So yeah, I put that in there. Then I put in 200 milliliters of skimmed milk. And then I put in this. So I've decanted this into like a different container, but this is the My Protein Impact Whey protein in the flavour natural vanilla. So I put 40 grams of this in, which is, I think a serving's about 30 grams. It's just over a normal serving. But like I said, I just kind of track my macros throughout the day and see how much I need. So I kind of need to top up my protein a little bit. So I'm gonna, yeah, do 40 grams of that. I said this on my protein haul the other day. I love this flavour. They do loads of flavours which are like natural vanilla and natural whatever, and they're not really sickly sweet, which I personally prefer. And then ice. I put in like half a tray of ice cubes, and this is like the perfect kind of drink if you need to get a bit more protein in, but like just iced coffee in summer is beautiful. So I'm gonna blend this up now. Our blender, you guys have probably seen me use it before. Best money I've ever spent. It was like 30 quid on Amazon, but I don't think they sell them anymore because my brother wanted one. But yeah, these little shaker cup things are so handy for doing stuff like this. Look at that though. That's really good. Yeah, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I've been having a lot of these, but I have another one of those protein powders, which is cinnamon Danish. So it makes like a really nice kind of creamy cinnamon coffee. It's so good. And it doesn't taste like you're having a protein shake. So anyone who doesn't like the idea of having protein shakes, definitely don't just like rule it out, because this is so good. So I'm gonna have that. I also need to have a little bit more carb, just to kind of balance it out. So I think I'm gonna have some Belvita. Yeah, so you may have noticed, for me, it's a lot about convenience. It's not that I don't have the time to prepare stuff from scratch, it's that I don't want to and I can't be bothered. I really like eating food, but I don't like cooking and preparing stuff, and I'm not someone who's just all about eating clean and stuff like that. Normally when Steve finishes work, we go and walk Rocky together when it's a little bit cooler. So we'll go take Rocky for a walk and then come back and check back in with you guys when we're having dinner.
Yeah, so.
Right, we just got back from our walk. I was like...
How are you feeling? Sorry.
I was like walking and talking, so I was like talking at you a lot, wasn't I? And I'm really out of breath. And that's that story. So it's 6:20. We're gonna crack on with dinner. And we are having suspense. We're gonna do crispy tofu and potatoes in the air fryer, which Steve's just getting out. What do you want to do, like veggie wise? Do you want to have it with salad?
Asparagus or?
I think that's probably the one vegetable we don't have. We have long stem broccoli.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Right, here is our bad boy air fryer. You're in love with this. Do you think it's worth the money?
Yeah.
I think it's great for meal prep. It is really good. So if you're going to do stuff in bulk, it's really good. And it's just really good crispy tofu. So we've heated it up. Has a big pan like that. This is just chopped up. I was going to say tomatoes. I'm losing my mind. Potatoes and tofu. We'll just put them in. And then we're going to put it in here. And you literally just press start and put a timer on it, and it's literally that simple. So we're going to do it for, I reckon it will take probably about 20, maybe a little bit more, 20 minutes. And then the broccoli, we've never done broccoli in an air fryer, and I don't think you're meant to, but we're just going to chuck it in like for 10 minutes at the end.
I'm sure you can.
Well, we're quite lazy. Well, when I say we, I do all the cooking. I'm quite lazy, so we're going to do it that way. So, you hear how loud it is now. Right, so that's it on the go. Timer. Job done. Ta-da! Doesn't look that good. But, yeah, the broccoli, we've kind of like cremated it a little bit. Would not recommend doing broccoli in the air fryer. But the rest of it, really nice, crispy. I'm just going to put a little bit of salt on it, and then that's like enough for us. We love like crispy tofu and potatoes. It's so good. So yeah, gonna eat this. Steve's disappeared, so looks like he won't be getting his. So it's 7 o'clock now, so I'm gonna eat that, have a bit of a chill, and later on I'm gonna have this. So this was one of the things that was in my protein haul. This is the Carb Crusher protein bar in peanut butter, and I said at the time the dark chocolate and sea salt is definitely still my favourite, by being like alternating between them and having them as like a little pudding. So that is everything. So I'm not going to eat that for a little while, but I thought, I mean, you guys get it. Yeah, that is everything. I still need to drink like 2 more bottles of water before I go to bed, because I've been really slacking on that today. But yeah, that's a little bit of an insight into what I have been kind of eating for the last 2 weeks. Still really enjoying it, still finding it really easy to follow, and personally love the whole tracking my macros and stuff. I just think it's working for me a lot more. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Any kind of like supplements and stuff I've had, I'll link down below in case you guys do want to go check them out. If you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, because it really supports my channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn your notifications on so you never miss an upcoming video. Until next time, I will see you guys later.